Alright, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good day so far. I know the market's been a little tipsy-turvy. Although I have to say, so far, it wasn't a bad day for crypto yesterday. The stock market managed to get back up just a little bit. So we're in a better spot than we were yesterday. So I guess that's one way to look for it. Uh, Today is mostly going to just be talking about a little bit about Bitcoin, some fun stuff. And if you guys have any questions, we'll be looking at that too. Um, I'm taking some time here to kind of go more slow over Bitcoin over the next few days. But besides that, I'm hoping that I'm pretty much preparing for like the next type of stuff I'm going to be doing over next month. So it's been pretty fun so far here. Let's see. Hey, Island Time. Hey, Adam, Chris, 1977. Thank you for being a member, my man. And same with Island Time. Hey, Manny. Hey, Thest. Let's see. Yeah, so far doing well so far, Thest. Appreciate it. And hey, JC, good to see you. Guys, it's been a long day. My throat still hurts a little bit, but it's like it's almost there. I can feel it, like it's trying to get over itself. So I'm really happy about that. And hey, Lagrasso, thank you as well. Uh, I'm just drinking a bunch of swamp water right now. Good old tea here, and it's doing pretty well. I got some good matcha, and I put a little sprinkle of Moroccan man in it, so I'm pretty happy with it. But today we'll talk about just you know, Bitcoin has a few different patterns, a few different historical things going on with it right now, and we're going to talk about all of them. They could be crazy, they could be some are more reliable than others. We'll talk about all of them. I encourage you guys to watch the video I posted this morning where I talked about a potential for Bitcoin to go back down to $20,000, $22,000 or so. Take a look at that one. I think that one may be informative for you guys, just going off of what's been happening over the past I don't know 6-7 years as far as Bitcoin's concerned. I went over all that type of stuff for you, just so you guys have an idea of what could happen here from a bad side perspective, I guess you could say. Let me see what's here. Hey Bobby, happy to see you back, and hey Lorenzo as well. So we'll kind of hop on here, guys. I think what I have to do here is you guys know that I post more. I'm starting to post more content now since my throat is getting a little bit better. YouTube, I'm just gonna keep the notifications on, and I'm just gonna hope that just by streaming at 6 p.m. Pacific time every single day, people will know that even if YouTube doesn't necessarily give them a notification because I put out enough videos for the day, if that makes sense. So I'll try my best to have to make sure I have the video set up well in advance, so you have the opportunity to see it ahead of time, saying, "Hey, Michael's streaming at 6 p.m." But I know for the next week or two, I know views are going to go down because I'm posting more content, and because of that, YouTube is not going to be notifying you guys as much as it normally would be because I'm posting more videos. And normally I can only post 3 videos period. I stream sometimes 3 times in a 24-hour period. On average, I do it twice, right? And so it's going to be a little bit wonky. But I encourage you guys just to remember I will be starting my streams at 6 p.m. here on out. Maybe I'll move that in the future, but I'll give you guys a lot of advanced time and stuff like that. But I want to get a pretty consistent time here. And hey, Brandon, good evening. And hey, Bideford, good evening, Michael and fellow troops. Oh, that reminds me of one thing I need to do here. Hold on a second here. Forgot something as far as the Telegram's concerned. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Oh, that's probably because I moved my desk. I'll have to get an Ethernet cord here pretty soon. I'll deal with that in a little bit here. Hey, Yafa, happy to see you back, my man. Let me know if you guys are having any problems seeing the video or not. It says it's not getting enough data, but sometimes it just says that, so let me know. Alright, but yeah, we'll go here for now. So as far as Bitcoin's concerned, we know we have this new neckline here. Let me kind of make it into a little bit larger line. That's nice flat white line. It's at 28,800. That is that summer low that we had. So right down here, if you kind of go back in time a little bit, the low was right here. We didn't actually cross it on this little dip. That the Elon Musk, Kathy Woods, Jack Dorsey, conference really popped us off, and that was used as a catalyst, so to speak, for Bitcoin to start popping off here again. But what are we looking at now? What are we looking at now? At the moment, you kind of back up a little bit, especially on the weekly chart. You see a double top, a classic double top, nothing really too crazy about it. Top 1, top 2, neckline is down here. If that does happen, we're most likely coming back down here to this level of support around $20,000, or at least coming into contact with the 200 moving average on the weekly chart. All right, and okay, we do have it here for enough. I know Coinbase is a little bit different, but basically here, guys, look at this. Over the last few years, almost close to it. What is this? 2018. It's been a while. Every time we've been breaking out and having these fantastic rallies, we have tapped down on the 200 moving average, and that seems to have been the support on the weekly chart. Even if we did close down below it once, we somehow managed to pop right back above it. So right now, we're pretty darn close to this. So be careful with Bitcoin here over the next few weeks or so. I have some stuff I've bought in, but it's not like I am buying up loads of crypto right now. I'm pretty much just sitting on my hands waiting for this market and the stock market to really find their way here. Once they start kicking again, it's going to be much better for me to kind of play around with. The good thing here is give it maybe a lot more. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to have enough data right now. I don't know what it is, though. Hey, Botford, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what it is. See, my software says it's working fine, but YouTube says it's not. So I'm seeing, like, here, you guys can see this right now. I'm seeing a bunch of errors on my side. No data error, stream is healthy, no data. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream here right now. Let me see if I can fix this, though. Let me check this out. I mean, there's not many people in here tonight. I know because of all the notifications and stuff, so I'm not too worried here. But if I go over here to performance, Wi-Fi, it's sending, it's a mixed signal actually. It's like 4 to 8. 4 to 8, 4 to 8, 4 to 8. I wonder, give me a second here. If I up the stream, not change these while live. It says excellent for now. Maybe something weird's going on. I'll have to check it up later on though. But definitely is a little bit of an annoyance. So we'll give it a shot. I streamed here over the last couple of days and it's been working perfectly fine. So might just be something with my internet provider. You guys know that Xfinity sometimes there's like a traffic jam of data, if that makes sense. Imagine a traffic jam of data, but it's not with the download speeds, it's with the upload speeds. So hopefully it doesn't end up being too bad here and we can continue this little chat. So what I'll tell you guys right now here is that let's hope that the problem is averted here. What we talked about a little bit earlier in the video I posted this morning is, let me turn on the file over here. We have this double top here. We're most likely going to break down below it. We do have this major level of support though. That's a really good thing here. We have a chance to have a reversal, all that good stuff here. Basically, if we fall down below this neckline here of about $28,800, it really is going to be a bad thing, and you will see Bitcoin. Fine, I'm okay with holding Bitcoin. My big flash warning to you guys, if all this really does come to pass, is not to really care about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin won't really fall that much from a percentage standpoint. It's your altcoins that you really have to worry about. Altcoins will have some major crashes here, and that's if of course we break down. But you will see a lot of coins go back to maybe pre-altcoin season levels. So that means a lot of coins will go down drastically, and I mean drastically. So just whatever coins you guys have, don't feel like you have to hold on to them if we start breaking down below the next neckline. You guys know, technically I gave you guys the same information I gave now. This was right here. If it broke down below this, I would have sold most of my altcoins. I did sell a lot of my altcoins at this point in time. It saved me a lot of losses, right? But for now, as I'm looking at this weekly chart, we should eventually come back down to test. Let's hope we don't actually get like to the exact number, but maybe I just around it and try to bounce off of it. That could be more of a bullish scenario. But let's just talk about some of the opportunities here. Now, this is a weekly chart. This is a weekly chart here, so just give me a minute here. So there we go. So on the weeklies, we got this, and if we got 4 days left, but let me just use this as an example. But for now, what I can actually do is just do this. Actually, this is the low, right? Bullish case somebody can make for Bitcoin. It's the least likely to occur, but I'll make an in-depth video talking about the most bullish case we could have for Bitcoin here. Because if we can just stay within this pennant, and even if it's boring and whatnot, that could be a really strong move. And I think for all those people I see on CNBC or I see YouTube videos saying, you know, Bitcoin's going up to $100,000 or $150,000 by summertime. If that scenario did want to take place, I believe it would have to stay in a pattern somewhat like this. It wouldn't be able to fall back down into the 20,000s or so. That'd be pretty devastating for anybody that wants Bitcoin to go to those really massive levels, and therefore all altcoins to those massive levels down the road. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you guys, I posted in the video this morning, so take a look at that later on if you can. I do have this low right here, and this was something, you know, the crash of what, in March of 2020. And there we go. You see as we put this Fibonacci level right here, there was a little bit of resistance right here. There was some support right there, of course, you know, some support right here. The big thing I'm looking at this, though, is you put this down here, and what do you got? This actually matches up with the neckline pretty darn closely. The neckline here is $28,800, and the Fibonacci level is $28,742. So it's less than $100 off from the neckline. So we should be pretty good there, I think. As long, you know, we have a great opportunity to hold right there. If shorts really take us down, you'll probably see you know, a bunch of carnage and stuff like we saw before. But part of me is thinking this. You know, some of the reasons we had such big losses here and here is because whales were over leveraged and they got forced to liquidate. I wonder if whales are going to be that willing to get over leveraged again at another major support level, or if it'll just be up to more of the retail traders or people that don't really trade as much as leverage to buy Bitcoin once it looks, you know, it takes another dip or so. Okay, so that's what I'm watching right now. I'm hoping we're going to be able to really hold the neckline though, because if we don't, like I said earlier, it's just not going to be a fun time. Another opportunity for us to make a little bit of money here if we manage to bounce off of this. And I don't care if we hold this particular trend line right here. I just want to stay above the neckline or so. Because, of course, let me just put this here for us, too. And, of course, this is a weekly chart, guys, so give me a second. Maybe pretty soon we have an opportunity to break out of here, and then we could surge back up here to 44,000 with the potential to get up here to $53,000. That'd be a nice reversal, and that could keep this type of pattern somewhat alive. It's not too strong of a pattern right now, but it is a pattern that we can use. If this pattern does hold up, though, we might just be pretty stagnant over the next few weeks with some, you know, occasional pop or two. But if this pattern does hold, we might just be 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, almost a month of just kind of going sideways here. I don't think Bitcoin's going to let us be that boring, but you never know here. All right, let me go back over to this Bitcoin. Somewhat similar day 5. There you go. There we go. Okay, perfect. Let me see what it's talking about. Oh, let me get at this right here. I know this is algo. Oh, let me get rid of this little spammer. Hey, 9 to 5. Happy to see you back, my man. Thank you for joining the stream. Let's see. Okay, put my music back up a little bit. I'm buying more altcoins if it goes down. Hey, you're watching. Well, yeah, guys. Here, let me pull this back up. I mean, I'm not really going to be talking as much as like I normally do, kind of the show format. I'm just really chilling today. I'm kind of just been tired. I haven't been getting enough sleep lately, and it's mostly because of just my schedule here. But this is the weekly chart. Let's go to something like what's something that we've been watching for a while? Something like Matic, okay? No, Matic had something special there. We can use Sol as an example, I guess you could say. And let me just take away the drawings for Sol. We all know the technicals there. We all know the breakdowns, right? So let's just say we get back down to the neckline here, about $29,000 or so, $28,800. In that time frame, you could see Sol come back down here to the $54 range, right? Excuse me, $58 range. So that could be somewhere around another 30-40% loss for Sol. But if we start seeing, how big of a loss would that be for Bitcoin here? Yeah, that would still be a 20% loss for Bitcoin. So I could see Sol dropping down like 30-40%. Okay. Now let's say we end up coming back down to 20,000 though. That's where Sol could. Let's see how big for Bitcoin. That'd be a drop of about 45% from where it is at now. 45%. Well, look at Sol. I mean, if that's the case, it can come all the way back down here, 80%, even back down like, you know, yeah, let's just say 80%. I want to get more pessimistic than that. So there could be a lot of falling pieces here. You know, I'm hoping that it won't really come down to that, or if it does, it'll be something more of a flash crash where the dip is so big that it's just a roar back up, kind of like this scenario right here. But if you guys can see the past, let me see if there's anything else here. No, that's Matic. There you go, Matic right here. Get out of this. You know, don't forget back here last year, or excuse me, 2020, Matic was all the way at a penny, almost 2 cents. So you could definitely see Matic come back under $1 here, at least back down to 34 cents. Let's kind of make sure you guys can see that. You know, Matic might come back down here first to 63 cents, and it can always come back down here to 37. 37 cents seems like a pretty good floor for Matic at the moment, but you know, it's just a possibility here, guys. All right, let's go back over here. For now, the good old Bitcoin second chart. It's right here. Hey Ryan, yeah, I know. It's gonna happen with YouTube for the foreseeable future. So basically, this is the problem with me and YouTube at the moment. So you guys know I post multiple videos a day. Some are just technical analysis. Some may be something news related, like that what is it? The hearings about crypto a while ago. Whatever it may be. Well, YouTube only lets me notify you guys of my content 3 times in a 24-hour period. All right. Now, what's happening is I'm posting too much content, so YouTube isn't recommending all of my videos to you guys. And so what I'm doing to kind of combat that is I'm going to be streaming at 6 p.m. Pacific time every single day from here on out, Monday through Friday. And then I'm hoping that over time people will kind of see that, and they'll get the hang of it, if you will. There's not much I can do besides that. I thought about doing something like this, like at the bottom of the videos, YouTube, when I'm uploading them, YouTube lets me know, like it says, hey, or it doesn't let me know, but there's a button on the bottom of it that says, hey, if you don't want to notify your people, uncheck this box, which means you guys won't be notified if I do a video. But my thing is, as much as I enjoy the streams and we talk about a whole bunch of stuff, I still want you guys to be notified of the other videos that I do, because I still want you guys to watch those videos. Those videos are how I grow the channel. It's not the streams. The streams don't grow the channel at all. Most of the time, what will happen is people come to the stream, they'll just ask me a question and they'll leave, which is why I've been taking more members only type of questions lately, because I only have like an hour or an hour, like maybe soon back to 2 hours here, but I only have an hour to stream. So I want to make sure that the members that actually pay for the right to ask me questions, they're the ones getting priority here. And so that's, especially since you guys, it's only $2. So I'm trying to figure out a way to balance everything out, but I'm not entirely sure if I could. The one other thing I can do here is I do have a second channel. It only has like a few hundred subscribers. I haven't really been posting on it in a while. I'm thinking of this is like I don't know if I'm actually gonna do it or not. I'll decide later on. I tried to do it once and I didn't have the time for it, but I'm thinking since my mom's getting better and everything, I might have the time now. But this channel might just be for solely streams, and I might delete all of my tutorials and stuff and put them on the other channel. So this one's for streaming. The other channel is going to be for Finviz tutorials, technical analysis tutorials, moving averages, all that type of stuff. The other one may just be more about longer videos, and I might see if that works. Or maybe what I'll do actually is, as far as the tutorial videos, maybe I'll just remake them and put them on the other channel, and maybe I'll try that out. I'm thinking that might be the best course. So at least you guys will get the notifications for the stream, and you guys would also get the notifications for the other videos. But if, you would always get the notifications for the stream if that made sense. So that's what my goal is right now, to try it out. Yeah. Hey, Chef, happy to see you back, my man. Let's see. There you go, Ryan. That's the way to do it. Monday through Friday, you'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, it's hot. Okay. There you go. So, but that's really the gist of what I've been kind of dealing with. I'm thinking that's the way I'm going to go pretty soon. The other channel, though, won't have my face on it. It'll just be me talking, I think. Maybe in a couple of tutorial videos or something like that. My face will be there. But, I'm going to try to figure out a good way to manage the other channel here. So I'm talking myself into doing it right now. Let me see what I can find out right here. There's a little bit of a short-term breakout going on right here. Yeah, short-term. Short-term right here. I just want to see if anything will come of it. But yeah, but if you guys have any questions, since nobody's really getting the notifications right now, usually how people are going to find the stream and the numbers will go up over time. But normally, if YouTube isn't getting a notification, the only way people, will see that I'm live is by going to the YouTube main page, and they'll see either this link for the Dogecoin one or the link for the other one, right? So that's most likely how it's gonna people are gonna find the stream right now. Let's see. Hey Bobby, you can join the membership. There should be a join button if you're on the computer, like hold on. If you're on the computer, which most of you guys probably aren't because it's a little bit weird, you should see a join button like that on the main page, or you'll probably see it on the video itself. So this is the other video I have, join like that. Sometimes on the phones you can't find the button, so you might have to go another way. I'm not entirely sure how, to be honest. I had that problem a while back, but yeah, so I'll figure that out. And one thing I'm also thinking about doing here, I think it's going to be a weekend thing though. I am thinking of a weekend stream on Saturdays, maybe from like more of the middle of the day, I think. Because I have to help my mom with dialysis on Saturdays, but that's like around 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, getting her helped out. And then like 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock to finishing it up. So I think in that middle time, I should have the opportunity. I want to do a members only stream on the weekends where I just go over my personal watch list for the week to see for breakouts, basically. So like, breakout city, breakouts. So I'm hoping that over the week I'll be doing a watch list, stuff like that. But on Saturday, you will have my watch list for the following week, and then that list will be released for everybody else on Monday. So Monday when the market opens. So they might not have as much time, but it'll still be a list that, not everything's going to break out on Monday, obviously. So that's something else I'm going to be looking forward here pretty soon. And I'm pretty excited to try all that out. I'm really waiting for my voice to hurry up and get fixed, but I mean, I think it's like 90% there, guys, and I'm just mad that I can't get it done faster. I didn't know there was like this COVID long-lasting effect after you get the COVID. I never heard of it before, at least from any of my friends. I'm hearing it from you guys, but not anybody I know. Let's see. Hey, Mike, why did you change the channel name? A few different reasons here. One thing was, what was the main thing? Too many random people were finding me and trying to message me on my phone and stuff like that, and I don't have like I have the capital. I don't have the willingness to spend money to protect my identity like that. So you guys know who I am, Michael. but I'm not going to be as out there with my name until my channel probably gets bigger or something like that. And second of all, I wanted to help people out that were looking for something like on YouTube in the search tab. A lot of people see my name and they don't know what my channel's about. At least with Breakout City, it seems kind of trendy and whatnot. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm not too concerned about it. And another part is I'm going to be focusing a lot on breakouts and helping you guys actually know when to buy certain plays. And one of the rules I'm going to be having here on the channel is, you know, I'm only going to recommend a buy to you guys if something is breaking out or breaking down. All right. If we're in the middle zone or something like that, I'm really not going to advise, you to buy it. And I pretty much do the same thing now, so I think it kind of fits the vibe of what I'm trying to do here. Hey, Jim Bob, hey, I'm really happy you got the notification. You're one of the few. YouTube is weird and mysterious like that, but I appreciate it. Because, you know, one of the things about YouTube notifications that are very weird, then we'll get back to Bitcoin here in a second. A lot of times your favorite YouTuber, I'm not saying I'm your favorite, but, you know, your favorite YouTuber may publish a video, but you'll get the notification for that video a whole day later, most likely. And the way YouTube does it is they say, we're going to notify you about the video when you're most likely to actually watch the video. So that means you might get the notification for the stream later on tomorrow. Right? Oh, and thanks for letting me know, Chef. I'm glad you guys got the notification. And hey, Brandon, good idea. Thank you. I know. Yeah, I'm excited to see where everything goes. I haven't been as good to the members as I wanted. I know I answer all of you guys' questions and stuff like that. But I think a Saturday members-only stream will be, you know, it'll be really, really fun. The first few will probably be like only a few people, because I've never actually ran a members-only stream before. Because I feel like they're still in beta. So I'm gonna see what I can do there, and then once the stream is over, I'll make this stream available to all the members as well. That way they can, you know, if they're missing it or they're spending time with their families or something like that, they'll have access to my watch list for the week. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun there. Let's see. Hey, Bobby, roller coaster ride with aliens. That seems like a pretty good one right there. Let's see. Hey, Bobby, you get the notifications all the time? Well, that's good then. See, some people get the notifications, some people don't. Like, I'll show you guys this very fast. And then, like I said, we'll get back to Bitcoin here. Back over here. YouTube Studio. How do I do this? Content. And let me see. Is this the one right here? There you go. So you guys will see on this one, it says notifications limited to 3 videos per 24 hours. So it didn't notify anybody of this video. So nobody saw it. People will search for it over time. That's fine. But basically, it's an oversold reversal scanner for FinViz. So I use it to find, you know, reversals on stocks that are oversold. So, you know, simple stuff that you would actually want to see in a bear market, that you would actually use in a bear market. So I'm sure that search results will pick it up over time. But it's annoying that it didn't get more views in the beginning, because then people, you know, people usually look to videos that have more views in order to, like, you know, it's trustworthy type stuff. There we go. Over here, let me get rid of this, and I think we're good to go. Hey, D's. Yeah, it's that weird. I want to watch it live. Exactly. It's just a very weird thing. Amazon. Hey, Chef. Yeah, thank you for becoming a member, Chef, my man. And then who was it? Patrick. I'll check out Koval for you right afterwards. Amazon. Wowza. What a wild ride. I mean, that breakdown right there, tapped and it fell down. So Amazon broke a major level of support a while ago, right? I mean, just a few days ago here. What was this? The 21st, so I think Friday. And then, you know, it's coming back down to support right now. It's hovering around 2,800 or so. The next major level of support that I see for Amazon is pretty much, well, not major. Next level of support seems to be around 2,626. And then if this correction were to keep on going here, you would see it coming back down to a range of between 2,200 and 2,400, 2,500. So I don't think it's going to fall any more than really 2,400 or 2,200. I don't think it's going to come down below that. But I mean, you have seen it just fall off of a cliff, almost like Bitcoin. Let me see what I can find here though. Earnings are coming up in a few days. I actually don't know what the news is that's causing Amazon to go down. So let me just see if I can find any news about it. Because I mean, this has been pretty devastating. Like even relative to other stocks. I mean, I wonder if Amazon was just pumped up a lot more than everything else. Amazon has stopped paying some workers to quit. What? Hold on a second here. This is all news from today. Okay. All right. I don't see anything really special here. I think it's just people were overbought into it. Offered warehouse workers $5,000 to quit. Wow, that's pretty interesting. All right, there we go. Yeah, but definitely we're looking to come down here to support it around 26.26. From there, you might be looking at a reversal. I would have bought it. I would have bought puts on it the day it broke down. But now that it's kind of hovering and you're seeing the market kind of take a little bit more of a, you know, neutral approach, I'd be careful about getting back into this unless you were doing more of a YOLO play, especially since Amazon calls and puts can be very, very expensive. If you're just looking for shares of Amazon without buying puts or so, you could start taking a small position and opening it up right now. Probably for like a more of a swing trade here. But as far as options are concerned, I mean that's a lot of money to risk when nothing really in particular is happening right now. There's no more breakdown. The breakdown would have been, you know, you bought it right here at bought the put at 2,800 ish, and then you sold the put down here at about 2,700 ish. So it would have been a decent little return. Let me just see how much of that would have been. I mean, yeah, 3%, $84. I would have made you some good money in the put market. But for now, I would be careful until this thing can find a support level or until it breaks down another time. Otherwise, this is you don't want to be buying it in no man's land, so to speak. Because in no man's land, it can go up or down. You know, when it's tapping on support, you would hope that it bounces back up like it does here, or it bounces up right there like it did right there, or bouncing back up. But if it's not a no man's land, I'm not going to touch it right now. Definitely something to have on the watch list, though. It's on my watch list. Let's see. For you guys that use Robinhood and use fractional shares, this should be on your watch list. There we go. And oh wait, somebody's talked about Koval. Koval USD. Anything special about Koval? No. Koval. Koval doesn't really look good to me right now. I'm looking at it. It looks like it's heading for low after low after low. As Bitcoin continues to fall here, I would say this is not looking that great. You know, you do have an opportunity, like I said a few days ago. Bitcoin could definitely rally back up here towards the 20-day moving average or so. Let me pull up Bitcoin's chart right here. Right? Get rid of this for now. We can definitely pop back up here towards $40,000 or so for Bitcoin, and you might see Koval take a small pop in that time. But as far as like holding this thing indefinitely over, or, you know, for more than a week or so, I would say be very careful because the way Bitcoin is looking, Bitcoin looks like it needs to test out this neckline here on the double top. If it holds support, sure, you should be fine. But just to get back to the neckline from here to test it out, that's still another 22% loss for Bitcoin. So if that drops 22%, imagine how much more Koval will drop compared to everything else. Like, you know, altcoins are going to drop a lot more. I wonder if I can see this. Actually, I haven't run this experiment. But for now, I'd be very, very skeptical of this, very, very careful. This would be more of a YOLO play for me. Or if you wanted to have a stop loss on this, I would try to just have a trend line at that. If it breaks down below the right here, let's just call it around 6 cents even. Let's just say if it breaks down below 6 cents, I'd probably use that stop loss and get out of it while I could. Alright, now one of the things I want to see is ADA maybe? Okay. Daily. What's this? November 10th-ish. Okay. So in the same time frame, you know, Bitcoin's lost about 46% of its value over the past couple months. ADA has lost about 56% of its value. So just understand it, when Bitcoin drops that 20%, if it does drop that 20%, you will see a lot of your favorite altcoins drop down much more than 20%. And to be frank, they'll probably go down like a 30 to 40%. Some will even go down to 60% if they're at a much lower market cap than other coins. And hey, Ryan, thank you for joining the Ruby level again, my man. I really do appreciate it, man. I really, really do appreciate it. Boom membership. Thanks, Ryan. I really do, my man. I really do appreciate it. What's right here? Yeah. Oh, and hey, Hair Corner on this, I appreciate it, my man. It's very weird. I don't know why. Some people can see the join button on the channel. Some people cannot. And I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's by the country or if it's just the, are using an Android versus an Apple. I really don't know, but I'm hoping they get it figured out soon because I know a lot of people have always had that question. And people have been asking me that question since April when Dogecoin was booming off, right? Is there anything going here on the 3-hour chart? Yeah, 4-hour chart. Yeah, we're still pretty far from a breakout, but we do have an opportunity to break above the 50 sometime. Let's say probably later on the night to the afternoon tomorrow. We have an opportunity to get back up towards $40,000, and then we're just going to be running smack dab into the 20-day moving average. And most of the time on this downtrend, slammed once, attempted to break out, got slammed, but we broke out once, slammed here. Slammed there, slammed there, slammed here, and ever since we broke down, this 20 moving average has been a pretty big pain in our butt here. You know, my dream scenario for Bitcoin right now is for us to continue dropping down, us holding the neckline, watching the 20 curl down like this, right? Something like that. Watching the 50 come back down like that, something like that. Blue. All right. And then we get the 200 just starting to curl. If that can happen, we can get the price to at least consolidate for a little bit of time, even if it has to come back down here, start to break out. But as soon as that happens, if we're able to really cause a reversal here, we'll have a golden opportunity to have a golden cross, and that'll really be a major pump for a lot of crypto. This is not a very likely scenario, unfortunately. I'm hoping it can happen, but that's my best case scenario right now because Bitcoin still does look pretty darn bearish here. But if we can just get above the 50 moving average, a lot of good stuff will happen. And if you put in fact here that Ichimoku cloud, you can kind of see where the 50 and this is going to come into contact. I want to see if we're going to be able to break above that Ichimoku cloud there. If we can, I'd be very happy about that as well. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, it's not you, my man. Don't worry about it. I think the best way you could do that is probably hop on a laptop or go to the YouTube. I don't even know what you want to call it. YouTube website on your phone. It's a weird process. It's a very weird process. What's we're looking at right here? There you go. That's all we need to see for now. This one on the 5. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, Lagrasso, any coins you think are overvalued? I mean, at this point in time, I'm pretty sure the whole market thinks everything is overvalued. If you're talking about something that's really overvalued compared to a lot of other stuff, um, Sheeb and Doge have been humbled a lot this year, so they're not as overvalued as everything else. Matic still has a little bit more to go down, if you ask me. FTM, I think, has a little bit more to go down, if you ask me. Let me go over here to FTM very fast. right? It's only had its first breakdown. It'll most likely have a second breakdown here, then have a death cross. Every other coin that we've been talking about for the most part, like, yeah, I'm going to daily, take a sip of tea. Dogecoin, excuse me, Bitcoin, death cross already. Dogecoin, death cross already. Ethereum looking to have a death cross, which is a big signal to me saying, hey, get ready for another crash because whenever Ethereum goes down, Bitcoin goes down. But Ethereum about to have a death cross. Sheeb about to have a death cross. Sheeb kind of boomed a lot earlier than everything else, but Sheeb's going to have a death cross here pretty soon. Matic going to have a death cross here pretty soon. ADA, death cross a while ago. Ethereum Classic, death cross a while ago. XLM, death cross a while ago. Litecoin, death cross. EOS, death cross way back over here. Ripple, death cross. STMX, death cross. Sol about to have a death cross. Sol could move back down here towards $56. That might be a really good short. FTM close to having a death cross, but not yet. You will see a death cross here, however, with the 20-day coming down below the 50-day moving average here. So this is overvalued here. BSV, death cross. Dot, death cross. Link, death cross. Luna, death cross on the 20 to 50. Still has to come back down a little bit. I would say Luna, death cross pretty soon here as well. Has a neckline support of around $52 or so keep it on that one. So big ones here I see today. Let me double check Sol very fast. FTM number 1, Luna number 2, Sol number 3 as my most overvalued coins at the moment. Careful with them because they do, they could always get pumped up more if Bitcoin manages to hold or something like that. So just have your stop loss. But yeah, this is they're just due for a move down. Like look at that chart compared to Bitcoin, or actually here, FTM versus Luna. I mean, they need to come back down a little bit and breathe. They've had fantastic runs, but eventually the market's not going to be with them. You saw the first breakdown right here. Oh, I guess there was a breakdown right here as well, but first breakdown, soon to be second breakdown down here, and that should be a pretty long one just because of what's been happening here with the 200 moving average. It's creeping up closer and closer and closer. But yeah, those are some of my most overvalued plays. And remember, we have an opportunity to get back up towards $40,000 or so for Bitcoin in the next few days if we can just tap on the 20-day moving average. See, and hey, Ghost, happy to see you again. Uh, what's right here? And hey, Bobby, my man, can you check Voltino and Wolverino? I sure can for you very fast. Let me see. And thanks for the super chat, man. And my doggo saw my sister walking into my room. And I'll remember you sent the super chat too, so I'll do my best to answer your questions as fast as I can. Volt. Okay, first let's check out Volt. Oh, did I? Okay, there we go. Bit. Okay, I'm going to. No, you said Volt Eno. Volt Eno. Okay, thanks. Okay, I was like, there was a lot of volts there. Make sure my foot's not taking out a wire. It's up 11% today. It's coming back down here a little bit. Month, year. Opened up 12.21. Okay, 12.21.21. Deflationary token on the Ethereum blockchain that keeps going through the use of deflationary techniques to add revenue generations. Okay. Passive income is the goal. Market cap is I don't know what the market cap is here. It seems like it's a very low market cap coin, I'm assuming here. Um, what is let's see. I used to have a chart I could use to find those low market cap coins. So I could find the New swap info. You knew? Ah. Uh, Not a lot of trades, so that's probably why the volume is, why the price is up so much here. Approved transfer. Okay, somebody sold out. Okay, so it looks like it has a pretty small market cap. That's the gist of what I'm getting for it. So if you wanted to put some money into this at YOLO and leave it alone for a while, it seems like it'd be fine. Let me just do one check here on the good old Twitter account to make sure they actually have a following. 25,000 people are liking it. People are Volt Eno. Yeah, I mean it seems fine for me right now. I'm looking at it. There it is, Dex Tools. There it is. Jesus. Uh, Actually, oh there it is. Okay, back over here to the daily. Yeah, I mean this seems fine to me. If you wanted to put some money behind this, try to get your gas fees under $100. But I think you'd be fine here. A 99 out of 99 Dex score reliability. That's really nice to see. Some buys, some sells, not a lot. You see some people trying to spend Ethereum on it. Yeah, that's fine. A lot of sells, a lot of people still holding. Yeah, you definitely this is an okay opportunity if you wanted to buy into this. And the last one you were talking about here was Wolverino. We talked about this one a while ago. Wolverino. There you go. This one's down 2%. Again, another no market cap here, just because there's such a low market cap. Twitter again. They have followers and they are getting likes, even with less followers than the other one. So I still think this is a good hold if you wanted to buy into this one as well. Um, Depending on how much money you can get in there, I would say yeah, you could definitely do both. Let me check out the technicals on this one. 3 months, yeah, popped off. So this could definitely have another spike here going into another altcoin season whenever that does happen. So for both of these coins, Bobby, I would mostly just put money in them and just let it sit. I wouldn't necessarily try to do a little bit of swing trading on it just because of who knows how volatile it'll be, especially if Bitcoin does take another leg down to $30,000 or so. But if you want to just plop some money down there and just kind of forget about it for a while, just make sure it's in a secure wallet, of course. I mean, they both seem fine. They both have a good social media atmosphere to them. I don't know exactly about their day to day operations of their projects, but they look fine to me. They look more than fine. That was something I'd be invested in. Maybe I wish they had a better opportunity to reach $1, but I mean, you saw what happened to Sheeb, and Sheeb's been doing just fine. See, see. Hey, Death Cross, what does that mean? Oh, a Death Cross is when the 50-day. Death crosses are usually when moving averages over lower amount cross below a moving average over a higher amount. So in this case, a death cross is if a 20-day moving average crosses down below a 50-day moving average. If a 200 daily moving average is crossed down below by a 50 moving average. So right here, this is an example of a death cross. This green line represents the 20 moving average on a 5-minute chart. It crossed down below the 50. 50 is less than 20, right? 20 moving average crossing down below the 50. That's a death cross. Now on the 5-minute charts, it symbolizes a move down. Fine, but it usually has a much stronger effect on the daily chart, if you will. So if we go over here to Bitcoin, look at the daily, you'll see that we had a death cross right here, 20 crossing down below the 50. See, on that same day we had a drop. It doesn't always happen the same day, but usually afterwards we do see an acceleration of the downward movement. We had another one right here with the 50 crossing down below the 200 and the 20 crossing below the 200. The 20 crossed right here, a dip. 50 crossed right here, a dip. All right. Sometimes it doesn't have that bad of an effect. Right here, crossed down below 1, 2, managed to hold just barely. This should have went down, but whales kind of saved us, to be frank, which is one of the beauties of Bitcoin. It can be very manipulative. It could also be a curse. We had a death cross here with the 20 crossing over the 50, and it hadn't done it the entire rally that we saw. And what happened? Boom. Of course, we came back up a little bit, but then we got slammed afterwards. And on the flip side, on the other side of a death cross, you have golden crosses. A golden cross is when the 20 moves across the 50 or the 200, or when the 50 crosses above the 200, right? So a golden cross here came down a little bit, but then it continued to soar. A golden cross happened right here. I think the golden cross actually pretty much counteracted that 20 coming back down, but whatever. But you saw a golden cross here, came down a little bit, but overall it worked out and it soared. So for the most part, not every single time, but a lot of the time, golden crosses can be a great idea of what's going on in the market here. And one of the reasons, to go over to Teaser's question, I believe it is, one of the reasons I think we might head back down to the $20,000 level is this. Let me take a sip of tea first, guys. There's a few, but pretty soon, unless Bitcoin really takes a massive surge in the next month and a half, and I mean like a good sized surge, you'll see the 20-week moving average, again, the 20-week moving average crossing down below the 50-week moving average. And what happened the last time that occurred? What happened? Right here, major crash. Right here, oh, I don't know. Oh, this is the Binance one. Hold on, sorry. I should find the Coinbase one. There we go. Here's the weekly. So first one is back here, right? The golden cross on it was very good as well, though. Right here, popped off, went back down. Happened right here, a big move, and we don't have another example of when it happened back here. But so the last few times that's occurred, though, we've seen some pretty nasty moves. And on top of that, if you guys look at some levels of support that we have, right around here, support, well, it was resistance, but now it's support, was resistance, now it's support. That matches up where the 200 moving average is going to be. And on top of that, every single time we've actually had a major rally, we have come back down to this 200 moving average here on the weekly chart, both times. Since 2018, since crypto became much more mainstream, back when Coinbase started getting involved, Robinhood started getting involved, all the platforms, they're starting to get a little bit more into crypto. But, is it, looking at this chart on the weekly, is it so out of the ordinary to see another big crash happening with crypto over the next bit of time? This first one was 2018. This next one was 2020. We might have one in 2022. Now, I'm not saying it's for a certain thing, but I can definitely start planning for that in case it does happen. I would probably like to buy around 20,000 to 23,000 is probably going to be my loading up zone here. That's when I'm personally going to start saying, whoa, okay, there's a good buying spot here. I don't think we're going to fall down below the 200, or if we do, I'm hoping it'll just be like a wick and we go down a little bit, but we'll eventually bounce back off of it. And so my next opportunity for buying, and I'm talking about like large blocks of stuff, is going to be back down here around the $20,000 level. Until then, I'm more than happy to wait and see what happens to Bitcoin. Remember, the bullish case for Bitcoin, that was the bearish case we just looked at. The bullish case for Bitcoin is that a few different ways. We hold the neckline here, we consolidate, and then eventually try breaking back up here over time. All right, maybe have something like a triple bottom, like a 1, a 2, a 3, something like that. It'll be very boring because we're going to be going sideways for a little bit, maybe with a few bumps here and there. Boring for Bitcoin is okay because it gives altcoins a chance to shine, though, so it's not like a total bad thing here. That's one opportunity. Second opportunity is we found our bottom this week, and let me see if I can draw this. I need to put the magnet here. Magnet 1, magnet 2. See how it tapped on that trend line right there? And we're just in one large ascending triangle. Now, ascending triangles are usually actually bearish, but there's an opportunity if this pattern plays out that we may go back up towards the $60,000 range, $65,000 range. Who knows? Now, there are other stuff like the moving averages and stuff that makes that less likely, but that's the bullish case for Bitcoin right now. Maybe whales pop us back off. Maybe there's some great news that's coming around for Bitcoin. There could be a lot of stuff that is used as a catalyst, so to speak. Yeah, but basically that's like the bullish case for Bitcoin, where all we do is we can kind of consolidate in this range for a little bit, and then we could either break out, or just give it a little bit of time. We could easily just break down here instead of breaking down, right now over the next couple weeks. We could always come back up a little bit, then break down. Because, even though it's a double top, we could just trade out the double top pattern for the ascending triangle pattern, which is both bearish. Just like how we have a double top right here, but within the double top, you see the head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern all in of itself. Shoulder, head, and shoulders. This is just the weekly version of it. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because I know some of you guys are new here to trading, I have a pattern sheet here. Here it is. See the shoulder, head, shoulder, then you see this neckline here, right? The neckline. If we break down below this neckline, we're most likely to come down with a strong move. And remember that shoulder, head, shoulder? Now that we have this, shoulder, head, shoulder, broke down below the neckline. And you could have also had a different type of neckline. I like to use the flat one, horizontal ones. But I know a lot of you guys might have used the other neckline where we went from here to here. So that was the neckline to watch right there if you guys wanted to trade that. I didn't do that because I think we had a Gann fan line there instead that made up for it. Let me see if I can go back over here. Oh, I guess I got rid of the Gann fan line. But basically it looks something like this. It's not going to be exact, but we had support here, and you can see that Gann fan as soon as we closed down below it. That was a pretty strong move downwards in the following day, and then we ended up breaking right through the 4-to-1, and we just tapped on the 8-to-1 a few days ago here, and now we're just kind of consolidating in this little block. Excuse me. So, there we go. There. So those are kind of the good and bad case scenarios for Bitcoin over the next few days, weeks. Excuse me. Oh, I keep on getting rid of that line. There we go. Probably not the best. Yeah, we'll be fine for that one for now. So here, will you short Ethereum if it has a death cross, Mike? Probably not, Chef. What I'll probably do is short Bitcoin instead. Just because what some of the stuff we've been looking at as far as Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'll pull up Bitcoin here again. Let's pull up some stuff here. Let's go to Ethereum here. Yeah, this will do the trick for us, I guess. So you'll see this trend line here on the yellow chart. I mean, this yellow line. It's not going to be exact here, so let me get the magnet. Okay, and you can see the day Ethereum broke down originally. The original breakdown wasn't here; it was right here on November 26th. November 26th. Okay, remember that, November 26th. Coming over here to Bitcoin. November 26th is right here, right? And of course, we had a strong move or so, but as soon as we ended up falling down below that overall upward trend on Ethereum, you knew that Bitcoin was also going to break down below its original trend line here as well. You just had a few days notice on it. And then if you go just a few days ago, let me see if I don't have to do it the same way. Another breakdown that we occurred right here. This was on January 20th. There you go. Bitcoin actually hadn't broken down yet off of this trend line. So it was just still at support. It was still at support. It didn't look too good, but it didn't freaking go crazy. So I use this right here to say, hey, if Ethereum is already breaking down, you know Bitcoin's coming, like it's coming soon. So I usually use that breakdown there, or that bad bearish signal, which we're looking at here, as we're talking about the death cross, as a heads up alert for what Bitcoin's looking like it wants to do. So if this does play out here, of course, I'm going to be looking at other technicals, and I'm going to be seeing if whales want to do some funny business and try to pump us back up. Because you guys know, Just because there's a death cross doesn't mean there's not going to be a lagging effect on it, right? Sometimes it lags a little bit. So if that does happen, I'll be watching to see if we come into contact with the 20-day moving average or so. If we get close enough to this, I will probably try to short it from there. Because I could definitely see, I mean, we've seen this pattern so many times, guys. A little bit of a move up, hip, you know, a little bit of a shoulder, little whoop, fake out, fake out, fake out. Sometimes we just get faked out. Sometimes there's just these little bull traps here. There's money to be made on them, but ultimately they do have a stronger move down, which causes a whole bunch of chaos. And you start to see that the more confidence people have as it starts to go up and up and up and up, you know, to test out the 20, you start to see more and more whales start putting in more and more leverage to the point where if they are stopped out all at the same time, you start to have those much more drastic downward trends. So, yes, you could short Ethereum if that's what you want to do personally. I just short Bitcoin. It's just what I do. Um, I will say, though, make sure you understand it's not the day after or the day of the death cross doesn't necessarily mean the same day a big strong move downward is coming. Does that make sense? Sometimes it lags a little bit. Sometimes it lags a little bit. This one, you know, it was on January 14th. Let me see if I can do this the right way. And the big drop didn't come until for a week later, 7 days later. Oops. There's another pattern here at work that's a little better than this one, but this will be fine for now. Death cross means more bearish. Yes, it does. Yeah. When does Sol look good to buy? Oh boy. I mean, so I would think about having a multi-tiered plan for this one. So you just have limit orders, right? Because if you're looking at slow right now, again, we have Bitcoin has the opportunity to bounce up to $40,000 here over the next few days if we're lucky. Um, Next level of support I'd be looking to buy. It would have been actually been at $83 when it already hit it. If you wanted to play a potential bounce, you'd be buying it around now. Okay. Otherwise, if Bitcoin does take another leg down here off of Ethereum, you know, taking its death cross, so to speak, what you're going to see happen here, it'll most likely come down to this next level of $60. That's when I would personally look to be striking at it again. You could definitely see if you could find a short-term play here. Definitely. I would probably be looking for an area around $60 or so for maybe a swing trade, and that's what I'd be looking at here. Always cautious that if Bitcoin does continue to fall down, there's an opportunity for it to easily break down below $60 over the next few weeks or so. That would drive this back down to the next stop loss, which would probably be around what, $50, then $40 ish, then $30, $38. So careful of it. These really big coins up here, the ones that have like grown really really rapidly, they tend to have pretty steep falls at the same time. If you guys remember, Sheep here, see how fast that sucker went up. You can see how fast that sucker went back down too, especially once Bitcoin started becoming a problem for it. What it's trying to do right now is it's trying to hold the neckline over here, not neckline, but it's just trying to hold support, and it's doing it. But I mean, what happens? It hasn't even had a death cross yet. It had the first death cross here, right? Of course, it followed. We're getting close to a second death cross here, and even the 50s hasn't even come back down. So you could see, just speaking off of death crosses, not any of the other technicals here, you could see Sheeb come back down here to 1219, which is a loss of about 42% from where it is now, right? And this is why I give you guys those. This is why I tell you guys. I have a video if you guys haven't checked it out yet. It's about how to set up your own trading journal. It can be a notebook, it can be on your computer, it can be whatever. But the point is, you need to have stop losses in place, and you need to have your trades planned out at least 30 minutes in advance of the time you make the trade. All right. If you do that, you're not going to become a bag holder. You may lose money because not everybody is a perfect trader, but you're not going to be a bag holder holding something that you bought a long time ago and it's still coming down. That's the trouble of doing it during altcoin season. There are people that still hold Sheeb when it was like at 4804 because they bought off of a support. They tried to make it bounce and it really didn't bounce too much except for here. And if let's just say let's not even go to all-time highs here. Let's not even go to all-time highs for sheep. Let's just say somewhere around here where people might say, hey, the dip is over. Let me buy back up. There was a strong surge. Let's say, hey, I'm buying the dip after this nice little pop. We're going up even higher. All right, that type of mindset. Well, so far, if you bought there, you're currently down about 55%. If it comes back down this next leg, if Bitcoin does start, dropping back down towards 30,000, potentially 20,000, you're at least going to go back down there and you're going to be down 75%. Now, I have no doubt that a lot of these coins will come back roaring stronger than ever in the future. But until then, that money is going to be locked up because you refuse to sell or you refuse to place a stop loss, right? So just be careful there because again, like a lot of other coins, if they've come up really fast, like sheep, they can come down very fast as well. And then if you're a bag holder of it, you're going to be, you're just not going to have the capital to really be investing as much as you would like to for a lengthy period of time until sheep comes back up here. Why does my phone keep doing some stuff? Okay, there you are. Oh yeah, somebody's trying to pump up Bitcoin here a little bit. Oh, I don't have volume on right now. Volume on there too. There we are. Huh. Yeah, that was a nice little pop that we saw. What's over right here? Hey Neil. Hey Mike, I am so lost what to do in this stuff. So if you're lost of what's going on right now, your best bet is to not buy anything. It's okay to wait this madness out. It's okay to wait this madness out right now, okay? This is a very difficult period to trade crypto and in the stock markets. That's why I've been giving you guys like clear stop losses and clear breakouts or breakdowns. Since I've been giving you guys some specific plays. For now, I don't really see much reason to be buying into the crypto market. I really don't see it right now. What I'm looking at is, hey, the only thing I just talked about is like, hey, there's a potential for us to get tapped back onto that 20-day moving average, which means Bitcoin has an opportunity to have a pop over the next few days back up to $40,000 or so. We'll most likely get rejected from that 20-day moving average, but there'll be an opportunity to make a short-term gain because you'll see a lot of stocks or a lot of coins like FTM, maybe ICP, some of those ones having some surges, which can give you anywhere from like maybe 3 to 10% returns on those ones over a few days, few days of holding. But besides that, I'm waiting for some type of bullish action to take place in Bitcoin to really give me a reason to buy. You guys know I just changed the channel to Breakout City. I'm looking for a breakout or a breakdown. Either one of those is going to make me money. But as of yet, there's no reason for you to be buying right now. Now, there's day trading. If you guys are day trading, that's a whole different game. But if you guys are looking for swinging, I don't see anything really that good. Now, there may be individual coins out there that are not following along with Bitcoin. That's something else. But for now, I'm just kind of waiting this out. If you really wanted to buy, you could buy right now in anticipation for a boom to $40,000 over the next few days. Maybe $39,500 level, something around there. But, if you want to, I have a couple links down below. One of them is for BitGet, and one of them is for Femex. Both of them are great platforms. BitGet has paper trading. I recommend you try to practice paper trading for a little bit and see how you do when you're practicing in these tougher environments. This is not an easy time to be trading. Heck, I'm not even trading much right now. I maybe an occasional day trade is what I've been doing. But besides that, I'm not doing much here. I've been doing more options in the stock market. And in the stock market, I'd recommend you guys get the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. It's free. You just got to open an account with TD Ameritrade. You just fund it with a couple $100, but you don't have to fund the account in order to use it, right? But they have paper trading on there too, so you could practice trading options or just shares. Stay away from penny stocks. Only do swing trades. Once you do swing trades at a good enough consistency, you can move over to options on those swing trades, and the gains you can make on those are absolutely insane. So what I normally do is I will give you guys plays. I will buy those plays using paper money and paper trade money and my real money. Let me see if I can find. I don't know if I deleted them. I brought back some stuff today earlier. Maybe this one. Yeah. Okay. So you can see how fun options can be, how nice they can be in certain circumstances. This was some of the stuff we saw over the summer. I got it off of my recycling bin earlier today. But you know, AMT was up 90%, Apple was up 900%. Whenever I show you guys options, don't worry about the profit loss. That's just some of the stuff that my normal amounts that I buy. But your real goal is to focus only on the percentages. If you focus only on the percentages, you guys will understand how much money you can make by how much money you invest. So if you bought like $100 worth of calls, your AMT call would be up 90% of that $100, right? 32% of that $100. Hey boy, 64% on Microsoft of those things. And you will always see a reason if you go back in time to say, why was Michael buying July 6th calls at 141, right? Why was he doing that? I bought a bunch of Apple calls at that time just because Apple was booming. But here, let me show you why. July 16th, we go back to Apple, I guarantee you're going to see a breakout. Yes, you're good boy. Yes, you're good boy. Oh, yes, you're a very good boy. Yes, you are. Do I have a piece of lamb for you? I do have a piece of lamb for him. Oh, lamb. Here you go. Yeah, she's good. Oh, she's a very good boy. Here, if we go over here to Apple, not Apple Coin, Apple Inc., and we go back to July. All right. Now, if my call expired July 16th, that means I was buying it around July 8th, July 9th, right? We pull this out. What happened here in July, right? Oh, I bought it in June, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, this original breakout. So you guys can see some of my old technical analysis on Apple. The breakout occurred. Tap, tap, tap. A lot of times, this is more speculative, but a lot of times when you're looking at a price target for a breakout, it's the length of the breakout. You put that to the, you can move that up there if that makes sense. Like it's like a clear out measurement tool. So if I draw a line, trend line, let me see. And I move this down. See, kind of that's kind of where the breakout is. Now, if I just tilt it, oh frick! What's the best way to do this? All right. Can I move the angle around? I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to adjust the size here. Let me see if I can keep it kind of swinging. You can kind of see how it's kind of close, not exactly, but kind of close. I'll have to do a better job of finding out the tool that's best for that. Um, but this breakout is the how that percentage came to be. I bought here. It came down for a little bit. I was worried a little bit here with the options because I was losing money. I scaled out here because I scaled out, which means I sold a portion of my position because I wanted to lock in some profits because we were at a level of resistance, as you can see from this former um, uh, attempted breakout. Came up here, gapped up. What do we know? We hit another level of resistance. I scaled out here, and then I sold the rest of mine. I think right here. I thought it might go a little bit higher. Then we took a nasty dip down. We ended up coming back up, but I was just, you know what? By then, I didn't have many calls left over, and I was just out of it. Next time we broke out, look what happened. This one I didn't go in as much, just because you saw the breakout wasn't as nice and clean, but it still was a breakout. And then boom, came up a little bit more. You can see smaller consolidation, smaller breakout, consolidated again. Then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom here. And this was more of the market just kind of going berserk with buying and buying. So there's always market conditions. Now we're back down to support. If Apple does come back down below $157, I would be looking to short that sucker, or excuse me, buy puts on that sucker back down here to about 148. It's about to have a death cross pretty soon with the 20 coming down below the 50. It's definitely on a watch list. Apple's on one of my permanent watch lists here. Same with Microsoft, Intel, Taiwanese semiconductor company, Baba. Baba's been a little bit funky lately, as you guys know, with China, but a lot of crazy stuff here. Now, I'm not trading it right now because earnings is coming up, but, you guys get the point. There's a lot of stuff you guys can be doing as far as technical analysis. And if you guys just wait and be patient with some of these moves, you can make a lot of money in these run-ups instead of trading all this small stuff here. So what most of you guys will do is you'll trade the small stuff. I do it, but you won't be trading it with larger sums of money. You put the big bucks behind these stronger moves. Breakout here, consolidation, breakout. You put your money behind those plays, and in the meantime, what you're going to be doing if you wanted to trade this type of stuff, right? You would be looking at what would I have bought here? You know, a breakout right there, surging back up. That's a nice little breakout, mini one. There might have been a false breakout right here. I mean, normally you wouldn't buy something that looks like that far down, but maybe somebody that's inexperienced may have bought there. They may have lost some money before kind of breaking back even. Um, but you know, for most of you guys right now, where the market's kind of just having this big tissy fit with Ukraine war, blah 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 blah, it is a-okay to take some time and just find the patterns yourself. One of the things I recommend, I have a link for TradingView. If you guys don't have TradingView yet and you guys have another software, I would say try TradingView out. They have this second ticker here, right? And I love the second ticker because you can see all types of patterns. It won't show you the more complex patterns like a cup and handle and stuff like that, but you can kind of see how the price moves between moving averages. So let's just take a peek at it. You know, we're having a golden cross right here where the 20 crosses above the 50. We'll take a look at it for a second. Let's see. Getting slammed. Didn't really do much here. Nah. Go back up a little bit here. There we go. All right. I guess it's a better explanation to show you, hey, there was a death cross over here and another death cross over here, and you see what happens afterwards. But you see a lot of fun little patterns here, which I really like. You can see clear levels of walls, clear breakouts, a lot of clear stuff right here. Yeah, the moving averages aren't going the way I like right now. But basically, wait a second. Nah, I'm not going to go there, but what do you call? There's a little bit of, yeah, there's whales messing around right now. That's fine. Well, not whales, just wealthier individuals, I guess you could say. All right, wait for it. Oh, it's okay. So you saw the golden cross there. It overall looks like it's getting a little bit manipulated here, so it's not going to be as perfect as I like. But you guys have seen me kind of talking about this stuff over time. Like maybe if the 50 can cross above the 200, there's an opportunity there for like a stronger move, and that stronger move right here might be a breakout above this line. And like let's say if it breaks at this line, you got to think about each individual second as a day candle, so you can see how you would make money off of those trades, if you will. Um, give it a second. Give it a second. See how it tapped on that line and then it came back down? The resistance, waiting, waiting, and there we go. Right? Okay. That was a little bit easier that time. But you saw I waited for that golden cross before doing it. And of course it came right back down. All right? So, but that's kind of the gist of what I'm saying there. This line here, there's no reason for that line to be there. Hey boy, I know you probably have to go use the bathroom or something. Don't worry, I got you. I got you a little bit. Yeah, there you go, boy. And there we go. See, focus on the golden cross right there, and you can see how it's kind of going up a little bit more. And you'll learn about patterns and stuff like that. Like one of the things I teach you guys, if I bring that line back over here, uh, you're not going to be using this on the second chart, of course, but usually when we have breakouts, you don't really want to buy at the breakout. And this is if you're day trading, not swing trading, day trading. If you're looking at like 5-minute candles, 15-minute candles, a lot of times we have a breakout, it comes back down below the breakout, and then the time to buy is at a level of support below that breakout, and then it starts to surge from there. All right. Oh, geez, what the heck is going on there? Somebody is really trying to push this sucker back up here. But it's those small little things that you understand over time, and it can really help you out as far as day trading and just trading in general. But you have to spend a lot of time looking at charts. And the second chart provides you a great opportunity to see a lot of information in a short amount of time. Otherwise, it can be very, 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 very annoying to, do it at the minute chart. On the minute chart, it looks kind of cool, but at the same time, you have to wait 60 seconds between each candle. On the second chart, nice and easy, break through the top. And if I go over here very fast to the 5, see that breakout? Broke out, came back down, then started going up. Happens more than you think. Look for those patterns that nobody ever talks about on YouTube. I don't even know how to put that into a video. Practically, I have no idea how to explain that type of thing into a video. I'm gonna try, but I really don't know how to do it just yet. But I'm gonna try to figure it out here. And now we're looking a little bit heavy actually. Um, but just by staring at those charts, you can get a pretty decent understanding of like how what do we look like? You know, are we looking good? Are we looking bad? You know, what's the vibe you're feeling basically? And if you can determine that vibe, you can do a lot better here. Excuse me. But right now, it looks like we're in a good little spot here. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Hey, Eric. 20K Bitcoin is not confirmed. Not confirmed, dudes, yet. There's no way to really confirm it, but it is a likely scenario that could play out for us. Yo, on L Bank, no gas fees. Oh, sweet, Bobby. That's perfect right there. What's it? Thank you for going on tonight. I hope you're doing great. Hey, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a long-term member. I'm almost better, guys. I really am almost better. I'm just hoping. I just want to get over this so soon. But I got tea. I've been drinking a lot more green tea, and I think the green tea's been helping out a lot. I owe Ghost some tea too. I was supposed to send her Ghost Rider some tea for Christmas, but I forgot since of COVID. So I'm pretty much just Ghost. I'm gonna buy you all new tea. I have the tea, but it's not as fresh as I want it to be. So I'm just gonna go buy you some tea tomorrow when I'm picking up my wine from downtown. I don't go to downtown much because of COVID, and since I'm still coughing, I feel really self conscious about getting getting looked at by people or judged. Um, Do you plan on getting into Clorox at May Cross soon? Maybe the market conditions don't. I don't like the way the market is acting right now. So I'm only really trading some of those major indexes. Um, and you guys heard me say a few minutes ago. You see how we looked a little bit heavy. I think I said the term heavy a few minutes ago here. And you saw what happened. We came up even more afterwards, but of course we came back down here. And that's only for that short term move, right? We may end up soaring back up here or something like that. But you guys get the point I'm trying to come across on. If you just pretty soon, if you guys just look at charts enough and you kind of just do some trading on it, paper trading is easier. It kind of paper trading is nice because it locks out your emotions, but at the same time, your emotions come screaming back once you start trading your own capital. But over time, you're going to start to see you'll learn why I thought this looked heavy, right? It's that type of stuff that is like that you guys will get a hang of over time. Excuse me. Hey, DJ. Yeah, it's fair to wait, especially for the news. I also want to see what the Federal Reserve, yeah, exactly what they're going to say here. They said they might have a rate hike in March. If it comes that soon, I don't know if the market's going to like that or not, but we'll see. I think the market right now is throwing a little bit of a tissy fit along with the Ukraine stuff to try to get people to try to get the Federal Reserve to not do the rate hikes. But I'm pretty sure at this point the Federal Reserve has to because of how bad inflation has been getting. Because remember, guys, over like most of last year, the Federal Reserve and the government said inflation wasn't a big thing. They said it was only going to last a few months. It's been a while. It's been a while. So you gotta, you gotta realize there's just a lot of chaos in the market right now, and the Federal Reserve has to kind of save some face here by doing some bold stuff, a bold agenda. Oh, it's right here. Breakout members get rich. I do give you guys some good plays. I do need to give you guys some more plays. Um, yeah, the if you for those of you guys that are new to the channel, there's not many views because nobody got notified of the video. Um, but one of the things I'm looking to do here is give you guys more plays, more opportunities to make money in the market, and I'm going to be giving you guys breakouts basically or breakdowns. The last breakdown I gave you though, there was a few of them. No, there was one breakdown. The last breakdown I gave you was uploads. This one. the market crash. Basically, a few days ago, I don't know exactly what day this was, but I told you guys the day that SPY broke down. I was like, hey, everybody, you want to buy some puts with me? This is a YOLO play. I'm buying them really far out of the money. My puts are at $400, right? And basically what I said is, hey, I'm buying a bunch of puts. You feel free to join me. I think with all the chaos in the market right now with the federal rate hikes and the war with Ukraine, I think we're going to fall down, right? I think we're going to fall down. Now, since then, I mean, wait for that breakdown spot. There we go. Set it right there. We came down. Yesterday, I sold my puts for. I sold a majority of my puts, not all of them. I sold a majority of my puts at a profit of 730%. 730%. And it was happening right down here. And the market just looked a little overextended to me. But basically, I managed to get a great return on those puts. We got pretty close to 400, and not close enough yet. We may go down even further. Secret Fish, I think, got 350% return on his puts. Secret Fish put like a couple $100,000 into it though, so he made a lot more money than me. And a couple of you guys made like 200% profits. I know Wojak made some money there, one of my mods. So it was definitely a fun play to check out. We might come back down even more, but I yesterday I believe it was. Hold on a second here. I'm pretty sure yesterday I said something. Uploads. No, it must have been this update. Was this update? Yeah. Yeah, this update right here, I think I told you guys. Let me see if I can actually find out what it is, because I know the music's probably over now. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can listen to this very fast. Oh, I can hear myself talk. That is so weird. Yeah. Okay, here. Okay, basically all I'm saying there is I thought we were going to have a short-term reversal in the stock market. So far, we've had a teeny bit of a reversal off of the yesterday's crazy low prices. And then if you guys are looking for puts in the market right now in the stock market, your goal here is to find stuff that hasn't broken down yet. Find stuff that's still doing okay. It still looks fine, but you can start to see some weakness in it. When that weakness, materializes in a breakdown for whatever reason, you want to strike that sucker. You'll get much more profit off of that than if you try to do some short-term trading on, another type of play that's already fallen down like a rock, and it might fall down a little bit more, but not nearly as much as that thing that's still really high up. And that's what we were talking about a few minutes ago on a few crypto plays here. If you go over here to what were the ones I said? FTM is very right here. Yeah, FTM is one. It hasn't come down yet, like Bitcoin or a lot of other coins. It's still pretty high up there. If this falls down, it can come back down to like $1 basically, which would be over 50% of the price. And the next one on top of that was Sol. Oh, right above it. Falling down, but can still come down to the level to $50, $60 or so. That next level down from here is going to be about 40% loss. And the last one I think was Link. No, Link already broke down. What was the other one? Oh, Luna. There you go. Yeah, Luna. Still up pretty high. Broke down a couple of days ago. Testing out the Fibonacci level. Can come back down here to $35. And if we just come back down to the price in November, that's 40% down. All right. So you're going to be looking for plays that are much that haven't fallen down as much as the others. There we go. Now let me do something on my end here. There we are. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Ghost, for letting the other room know we're live. Hey, Lower Scratcher. Yeah, I heard something about Dogecoin and McDonald's. I heard Elon. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I heard Elon Musk asked them to do it or something like that. So that'd be pretty interesting to see if that works out. Let's see. Hey, nice. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Hey, Revolution. What do you of grid trading on Gate? Gate. Maybe what do I think about grid trading on Gate? I have no idea. I've never done it before. Most of the time here, guys, I mostly just buy breakouts. I like breakouts and breakdowns. It's the most simplest way to trade. And let me explain it to you this way. Hold on. All right. You guys know that I preach to you guys to make an order book. So let me go to trading. For you guys to make some version of this. All right. So you guys to make this one. My real one is on Excel, which is the same as this, but this is just easier for me to pull up every time I want to talk about it. An order book, a trading journal, a record of all of your trades, right? So what I do is sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, depending on how busy I am, I will have rows and rows of trades done, anywhere from like, depending on how good of the time it is, anywhere from 30 to 50 trades per month. All right, not a lot, but not a small amount. After I do that, I'll come over here and you're going to see this tab right here that says reasoning, right? Now, why did I buy it? Was it, was it breaking out or breaking down? Was it a support bounce? Was there a death cross and I was just preemptively shorting it or preemptively buying it off of a golden cross? Why was I opening that position in the first place? I will put my reasoning out there. It doesn't need to be long, but you can see it can just be something as simple as breakout. If I longed it, what was the leverage, 50x, whatever it might have been, the profit, whatever. Over time, over a period of like 3 months, what I did was, every time I saw something red, if I saw a pattern, like let's say I saw a lot of red, and the majority of the red on my order book says I was buying off of a support bounce on a trend line. Support bounce on a trend line, right? That's a good time to buy normally, but I just realized I wasn't really buying too much. I wasn't choosing the right spots. I wasn't experienced enough. Something was wrong with me because I was buying at the wrong time. All right, so I had a couple options there. I could try to get better at it, or and maybe try to improve those losses to make them into gains, something like that. Or since I was already making good enough money with just purely looking at the breakouts and some other aspects of different stocks and coins, guess what? I just took I took the bad stuff out of the equation, and then I was only left with the trades that make me the most money that I've looked at, analytically. These are the types of trades where personally I am successful at them. And so most of the time, guys, I just like trading breakouts. You guys saw in this last mega rally that we had over the stock market, breakout after breakout after breakout after breakout, and these were not the smallest breakouts. These were mega breakouts that we've been watching. And so what I implore you guys to do here is to create an order book. I have a video on my channel that explains how to create your own order book, or it's called how to create a trading journal, something like that. Create your own trading journal, and by creating your own trading journal, you're going to see what you're good at, which is fine, and what you're bad at. All right. Then over time, you can start to optimize your trading style. Maybe you suck at buying long, but maybe you rock at doing shorts, right? Some people excel at shorts, but suck at buying for long term, not long term, but the price going up, right? So over time, you're going to see what works and what doesn't. It's up to you to determine, hey, I'm not doing a good job at this. I can try to get better at it, or I can just, take it out of the equation. Usually what will happen for you guys is, let's say you want to take out support bouncing. What you do is you won't buy it. You won't buy any more support bounces. That doesn't mean you're done with them. It just means you're not using capital to buy them. You could easily go over to TD Ameritrade, or if you're in crypto, over to BitGet, and you guys could just paper trade and practice until you get better. But if you suck at it, there's no real reason to risk your own money on something that like just looking at your own data, that you suck at. just do what works for you, do what's been making you money. And then, of course, if you wanted to get more in depth, which you don't have to, you could always have another section over here saying market conditions. I don't really use that much. I just make a note of it if something does come up. But, if I had a really bad trade and it was red and it's something that's normally bread and butter for me, I might say, Ukraine, Russia tensions, COVID variant, something like that. I gave you guys a few plays a while ago on YouTube. I hate going back to my YouTube channel because I need to organize a little bit better. Hold on a second here. I gave you guys a couple plays a while ago, if I can find them. Right here. All right. The first one was CTSH. Okay, look at the chart here. CTSH. CTSH. I've been saying it for my sake here. CTSH. Sorry to go down this like educational rabbit hole, but I think it's important. Okay, that's right here. Oh, that was right here. It broke out. Let me check out. Yeah, this was the middle of the day. Yeah. Okay. So that's this candle right here. Tap off the 20. Oh no, right here. Tap off right here. Excuse me. Tap off right here. Came back around here, and you saw the breakout actually occurred where we broke out and closed above the line, and it occurred right here. So you would have bought this towards the end of the trading day, and you would have probably bought this for $85 strike price, which is up here, and then you would have just held for a little bit. Now, the initial day after the breakout, it actually stuff went well. But what happened right here, which scared a lot of people that were taking the trade with me, was Omicron was announced on this day. And you saw the market take it down. Then afterwards, it continued to soar, and then the profits kind of rolled in here, which was fantastic, right? But if I would have taken a loss right here, and I would have sold for whatever reason, maybe I hit a stop loss, or I just didn't feel comfortable with the trade. Maybe I invested too much money, and all of a sudden the emotions got to me, and I just felt like I want to get out of here now. Something wild like that. I can go over here into my order book and say, hey, the note Omicron variant announced, market disruption, something like that. The other one was Aflac. Yeah. I announced it right here. Thought the breakout was going to happen here. So I bought some because I know, well, what was it? I wasn't using the necklines. Hold on. Was it this one? No, I used this one. Okay. Yeah, so I preemptively bought this. I should have actually raised this to the top of the wick, but I didn't. That was my bad. But basically, I bought it right here, or right here, one of the two. December 16th. When was this one? I don't care enough. I bought it either right here or here, okay? But Omicron happened right here, right afterwards, all right? And so what happened? Everybody freaked out, right? And of course, we ended up coming back up here and having a great breakout. But you can definitely see how, sometimes you need to write some stuff down in that trading journal that might not just be the normal data. Sometimes there's just stuff to say, why was that such a bad trade? You look over and it's like, oh, okay, Omicron was announced. Stuff like that. So, like, get yourself an order book. It'll really help you guys out. It'll really help you guys out. And for now, guys, Bitcoin's having a mini surge here. You're seeing the volume increase up here. Oh, there you go, too. Whoosh. Somebody's trying to pump us back up. Hey, Ryan. Oh, hey, Taco as well. Happy to see you back, man. Ford is just making money, though. I bought Ford at $5. I am set. Hey, Jewel. Yeah, I'll definitely make it so only moderators can access it. That way, they can put down any other books or stuff they want to look at. But yeah, after the stream, sometime later on tonight, I'll definitely do that for you. Hey, Justin. You know what? I don't know how the market's going to react to the Fed. I really don't. I would assume tomorrow we're going to come down just because of the way the Federal Reserve kind of has that effect on markets. But, I mean, maybe the Federal Reserve will come out and say something really stupid, like we're not hiking rates after all. The market has spoken. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen. The market's too volatile right now. I would assume the market's going to continue to come down, you know. But I really want to see what the Federal Reserve says. Maybe we might come up a little bit, then we'll just kind of be staying steady Eddie. I don't know how much volatility there's really going to be in that market tomorrow. I'll be up around 6 o'clock though to be watching for it, and I'll be watching CNBC and stuff. And maybe maybe I'll pull up CNBC and I'll stream in the morning if I get a chance to when they're going live. It's not in the morning, but you know it's a little bit into the day. Let's see. Hey, D's. Yeah, I mean the Federal Reserve definitely needs to do that. I think they got the message. As soon as politics got involved, the Federal Reserve started changing its tune here. So I think that's an important point here. Because remember, the Federal Reserve said that inflation was transitory, is the word they used. It's going to go away after a couple months. And that kept on getting worse and worse and worse. Gas prices kept on going up and up. Food prices keep on going up and up and up. And, you know, once constituents, Americans started saying, hey, congressperson, I voted you in. What are you doing? You know, I'm not happy. When you started to see that, then you started to see the Federal Reserve say, we might get in trouble here. Because remember, Jerome Powell was up for re-nomination. Joe Biden didn't have to pick him again. He could have picked somebody completely different. He stuck with him, and I think one of the reasons was Joe Biden said you got to fix this up right now, where maybe Jerome Powell would have not done that. Hey, Monica. I asked Kevin. I'm still waiting to hear back on your question. So I asked him. I'm still waiting to hear back. He hasn't looked at it just yet. I own Tesla puts. What do you think? Thank you. Tesla puts. Excuse me. I mean, it's bouncing off of support right now, so I would assume, unless we have a really bad day tomorrow, it might come back up and test out, maybe the mid 900 levels. Hopefully, if we're able to break down tomorrow, you should be able to get a nice level, maybe taking you back to sub 900. Maybe get down to 881, then maybe down to 863 over the next couple days. If you follow the trend, we should still be coming down here pretty soon. But for now, Bitcoin is hovering above support. Tesla is hovering over support. I had a perfect bounce off of that yesterday. I'd give it some time here a little bit to see what happens if we can continue going down. I don't know exactly when this Russia war is going to happen. There was reports that were refuted or denied, I guess, by Russia and China, where, the Olympics are coming up pretty soon, that Xi asked Putin to not invade until after the Olympics. And I guess there's been some precedent where Putin will usually invade after major Olympics. So maybe that's something that they're waiting for right now. But for now, as long as they don't expire this Friday, you should be fine to hold on to them. I would just say what you'd be hoping for is an actual breakdown. Because right now they haven't actually broken down, right? They came close, but they never did. It was a pretty scary move yesterday, but I think your best bet would be hold and wait to see if they break down in the future. Maybe just plan out a stop loss just to protect yourself from that trade there. But be careful with that one. Even though it looks like it wants to come down more, it still is at a level of support. And if the market does rebound off of some type of Federal Reserve news tomorrow, maybe they're not doing something as hawkish with interest rates, that could lead to a lot of the stocks that tech stocks in general kind of pumping back up. So be careful with it. You might maybe want to double down if you. No, I wouldn't double down on this one because Tesla puts and calls are very expensive. I don't like them. That's one of the reasons I don't trade them as much. Yeah, I would just wait it out. I mean, there's earnings coming up. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know what the earnings are going to be. You're going to have to bet that earnings aren't going to be that bad. I mean, aren't going to be that good. If earnings aren't good, you can make a fortune. If earnings are good, you could lose it all. So it's a very high risk player right now to be playing with earnings. So let me go over here to January 26th aftermarket. So they're going to be they're going to have earnings after January 16th. So that might just turn into a YOLO for you. So be careful with it. It can go either way with earnings. Earnings are going to change everything here, even with that support level. earnings can make Tesla drop 10% in one day, or can make it climb 10%. Either way, you're making a bunch of money or losing a bunch of money. Most people are probably going to be buying YOLO plays out of the money at various points on both sides of the spectrum, because if it goes up by a lot, they'll make money. If it goes down by a lot, they're still going to make money. They're only going to lose money if it doesn't go up or down by a lot, which could also happen too. Yeah, we're getting little baby pumps up here, aren't we? Hey Ryan, is it worth it to start shorting the S&P? You know, I'd give it a minute here. I'd give it a minute. If you wanted to take a short, you definitely could, but I wouldn't go heavy into it, so to speak. I really only went heavy, and I told you guys about buying SPY puts a few days ago as we were breaking down. If you guys are looking for SPY now, are we breaking down again? Let's see. You know, we still haven't broken down yet, and we still have a few levels of support here. More importantly, the $400 level, but I would most likely wait for us to break down below the 426 level and close down below that. So basically, if tomorrow we're down below 426 and it's like, you know, a half an hour till close and we're still below the 426 line, if we're down there, then I would open up a short position for maybe a day or two. You can make a quick profit that way. But I would really wait for us to close down below this, which means like you don't have to wait for the actual close to happen, because of course the market will have been closed and you can't buy into it. But that last like half an hour to hour of the trading day, if we're down below that support, you can buy a short for buy a put on a SPY. They've all gone much more expensive since the last time I looked at them, but 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, maybe even 4 weeks out, you get to decide that one. Strike price of 380. 380 could be a good one. And those puts will be very, very cheap. You don't have to buy many of them, and that'll give you some good profits for them. And then if it does continue to go down on a breakdown, of course, I would say you're going to have to decide when you've made enough profit and then sell at that particular time. For me, it was 700%. It was freaking wild. I was just, you know what, let me get out of it while I can. And now the overall profit is not 700% anymore, because let me see. So yeah, I sold most of mine. I have a few left, but they're not all up 700% like they were before. Now they're let's see. Now instead of being up 700% when I sold the majority of them, now the overall profit loss is down 55%, right? Because it was a YOLO play. They can easily go back up tomorrow, but that's kind of like, you know, that's the volatility that you can see with buying options in the market. And that's why I scaled out, because I was like 700%. This is too good to be true. I better get out while I can. Hey, Courtney, happy to see you back. Yep, and 3 p.m. Yep, yes it is. Oh, hey, Fist, happy to see you back. Nice, making some good money on Bed Bath & Beyond. I haven't seen that one in a while. No, is that? No. What am I thinking about here? It is Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I forget. I get Bed Bath & Beyond mixed up with another stock. Oh, it's 2:30. Oh, sorry, Courtney. I thought Doodle was right. See, there we go. Hey, Sherry, happy to see you back. Should I sell it and wait till tomorrow to buy back? Depends on what you're looking at here. Depends on the stock or the crypto that you're talking about. As far as me, we have the opportunity for crypto to get back up to 40,000 before getting slammed again. All right, so that's one opportunity here. Overall, Bitcoin still looks pretty bearish, so you would assume over the next few weeks it is going to continue to come down here. So you might have some short-term profit in store with some, you know, longer-term losses coming into effect. But you know, I'm sitting on more cash than I have invested in the market right now. A lot of what I have is just trapped inside TD Ameritrade and multiple crypto wallets, just kind of sitting, just waiting. Now it's a little bit more boring. I'm doing some day trading for fun, but I'm not really doing many strong swings until maybe we come into contact with the 20-day moving average on the Bitcoin chart. I can definitely see us creating a little bit of a hump. Like we'll come down, hump up, tap on the 20, and then come screaming back down. And that screaming back down may take us right back down to the neckline from the summer lows of about $28,800, because that's going to be a good level of support for us. 28,800. That's a perfect level of support. We really don't want to break down below that. It's the neckline from the summer lows, as we talked about, from this huge, massive double top we're in, just like we were in the Head and Shoulders a while ago. And on top of that, now what we also have is, if you put a Fibonacci level from the lows a few years ago to now, there's actually a perfect Fibonacci level that's like less than $100 away from that neckline there. So we do have a nice level of support all around that area. Whether we hold it, who knows? But it's going to be a hard one to break. That's my point. Let's see. Hey, Lewis, I did not see Dr. Phil did a cryptocurrency show today. That'd been pretty interesting. Tesla Fremont facility is producing 9K vehicle a week, most productive auto factory in the nation. Holy moly, I did not know that. Well, that'd be good. What I want to hear from Tesla's earnings tomorrow is not how many cars they're making. I want to hear what they think the demand is going to be. Are people more likely to buy cars right now? Are they less likely the next couple of weeks or months? With all the inflation, the negative market conditions, have we been seeing a slowdown in the market? Stuff like that. I want to see how this inflation and some of this chaos in the country, how it's been affecting people spending money on some of those big, large ticket items. No worries, Sherry. I mean, again, you can buy whenever you want to, but right now that 28,000 is a pretty clear level of support. And right now we're just looking to see if we can have a little bit of a boom back up towards 40,000, or the 20-day moving average to be specific is that level of resistance we're looking at. And somebody's trying to pop us off right here. I mean, somebody's really trying to push this sucker up. Yep. When was the golden cross in the 5-minute? Way back here? Oh, geez. I mean, this was last night. So, I mean, we're trying to take steps. We're trying to take steps here. But definitely somebody is trying to like boost us up bit by bit. I don't know if there's enough volume for it to keep us going like this, but we'll see. Hey, Ryan, Bitcoin go burr, exactly. Where's my dog? He's not behind me, so I can kind of move my... I need to get one of those a little bit of a leg rest. I normally like to sit down like this with my leg crossed over and just kind of observe the charts while I wait for a play to actually develop. But lately, there's been less and less plays to trade, so I've been kind of just sitting down here for a while. I've been listening to... you guys know that Disney movie Encanto, whatever it's called. There's a few songs in it that I really like. I thought that movie was absolutely fantastic, and so a lot of those songs are stuck in my head, which is bad because I need to get out of my head so I can focus on the work. But there've definitely been some just good music. I've been jamming to it. I could hook up my phone up to my stereo system over there, so it can get pretty loud. Otherwise, I'm Oh wow, Lord of the Rings is over. Yeah, a little bit of Lord of the Rings. No, that's The Hobbit. That's not as good as Lord of the Rings. There we go. Wow, they're really trying to pump this up. There's a wall up here somewhere. Where's that wall at? Yeah. Might have to consolidate for a little bit more time. Oh, there we go. Let's go Bitcoin, then let's, Brick. Jeez. Hey, S&E, happy to see you, my man. Sorry, but if we get back to if we get to 30K or below, we aren't holding it again. Just my opinion, but there is too much liquidity there that institutions would want to clear. Oh, I believe it. I mean, I believe it'll be. We'll probably go back down to $20,000 if that's the case, right? But we do have a strong level of support. We do have a very strong level of support there. What was I going to say about that? So much liquidity. Yeah, just want to clear. There was something else in my mind here. We'll get back down to that support level pretty soon here, and we'll see how everything develops. Remember, on the weekly chart, we're heading for a death cross on the weekly chart with the 20 weekly moving average crossing down below the 50 weekly moving average. That's going to lead to a big drop, and every single time it's happened in the past, it's led to a big drop. Bitcoin's not so old that we don't have a decent amount of. We only have so much information on Bitcoin, but there are some patterns that show up time and time again after these large moves, right? While we watch this take maybe a short-term dip before getting pumped up here again, I'll go over here to this chart for Bitcoin. Weekly chart, right? Excuse me. The 20 is about to cross down below the 50. This is a weekly chart, so it may take some time, right? I think we're just looking at a little bit of a breathing week, basically. But 20 crossing below the 50. Think of it in terms of the green line crossing below the blue line. What happened the last time the green line crossed below the blue? Boom, right there. What happened the last time the green line crossed below the blue line? What is this? 2018. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Bitcoin. There we go. Here we go. All right. So where we are now. First time it happened, boom. Oh, this is the first time it really happened right here. Consolidated for a little bit, and then a boom afterwards. So there usually is a big move down after we have a death cross with the 20 weekly moving average and the 50 weekly moving average. Now, it's just a pattern. Another pattern that I see is every time we reach a strong breakout point here, a strong move in the upward direction, whatever you want to call it, we seem to come back in contact with the 20 weekly moving average. Excuse me, the 200 weekly moving average, which is this yellow line right here. First time here, second time here, maybe we'll come down again. And if we're looking at this double top here, which is currently the current pattern here, as much as I want to see this play out, this is more of a bullish circumstance. There we go. You guys can clearly see top one, top two, neckline down here at that $28,800 level. If we break down below here, that's where our next level of support happens to be down here at about $20,000 or so. And of course we come back down here, and then we have a chance to consolidate, maybe bounce off, and then we could be looking fine going into spring and whatnot. But until then, we are still in a bearish pattern. It is what it is, unfortunately. The more information we get over the past few weeks, it looks more and more bearish. I'm hoping that we don't have that happen. Whales can save us like they did back over here. Definitely an opportunity, but you will see a fierce battle ensue over that support level, right? It makes you feel bad for some of the things. I was watching a YouTube video today. I think it was like Pat McPhee or whoever it was, and they were saying that Odell Beckham Jr. got paid his entire salary in Bitcoin, and now he's lost half the value of the, because who knows when he got the price, where the price was at the time, but he's lost a lot of the value of his pay in Bitcoin, which is pretty freaking insane. That's why you get it in cash. I mean, you can get your salary in cash and just pay, buy it later on. I don't know why he wanted to do it when Bitcoin was at all up crazy high levels. There we go. I think we should be fine. Hi, I'm a George. We are all a George. Yeah, there we go. See, hey Sherry, Michael needs more of a following, much better than my my PMG fam guy, and I am George. There you go. We're all George. Richard. Hi, I'm George. George, you're right, Sherry. I think George has anger issues. Yeah, like Jordan's channel. He's funny. I want to see green pickle candles. Oh God, PMG guy. I don't even know. I need to watch more other YouTubers out there just so I can learn how to be much more engaging with you guys as far as my published videos. My stream, I'm not going to change who I am on my stream, but my published videos, I am trying to be more upbeat in them. Mostly because my voice is kind of messed up right now. I can't do it. But I'm definitely trying to be more upbeat, which I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with where the channel is right now. Of course, I'm trying to get more views and stuff like that. But I'll focus more on that stuff on next month. The channel name is part of that, even though not really a big point of it. I have a second channel here called, I don't even know what it's called. I gotta rename it here. But on the second channel, I'm thinking for this channel. Yeah, let me see this. I'm thinking for this channel. This channel will be solely only for streams and all of the videos I've done so far, like the technical analysis videos, stuff like that. I will probably try to remake every single technical analysis video I have because I was learning YouTube as I kind of made them, so I didn't really not that good at it. I will try to redo a lot of those videos for you guys, and then I will put them on the other channel, and so that channel will have all the tutorials. It'll just be Breakout City Tutorials. I think that's what the name is. It'll just be tutorial videos, and this channel will be more for breakout videos specifically, and the streams and breakouts, tutorials and educational content on the other one. And I think that'll work out well because remember, YouTube doesn't allow me to notify you guys for every single video, and because of that, it's hard for you guys to know exactly what I'm saying. Hey, you know, here's a breakout on this day. If you guys see it like two days or whenever YouTube notifies you, if you see it 2 days late, the breakout's already occurred. Some of you guys, I think it was yesterday, somebody said they just saw, they got the notification for my breakdown video saying, hey, buy SPY puts. And so, you know, if you're looking at SPY right here, if I told you guys to buy puts and I told you guys we're going down to make money on the profit, if I told you to buy it on this day and you just learned about it like this day, or excuse me, yesterday, are you happy that YouTube notified you, like, you know, so many days afterwards? It doesn't make much sense. So since I can't beat YouTube and I'm not trying to beat YouTube here, I think what I'm just going to try to do here is when I see a breakouts and streaming only on this channel going forward. All the tutorials and educational content, all the stuff I'm looking forward to doing, it's all going to be on the tutorial version of the YouTube channel. So I'll have 2 separate YouTube channels, and we'll see how that works out. And then, yeah, and I'll have to do some type of notification for you guys. Yeah, that'll be fine. But yeah, that's the major thing I'm trying to do right now. Hey, so happy to see you back, my man. Glad I'm feeling better. I am feeling a lot better. Still have a cough, still have some throat issues here, but overall, it could be a lot worse. Right? It could be a lot worse. And I'm almost better. I'm almost better. Let's see. Oh, George's as well. Love the shadow. I appreciate it. Loki, the trading dog, would go viral. Oh my gosh, I should make him an account. I really think I really want to say Bitcoin's going to have a surge here pretty soon, but it'd be a short-term run up to 40,000 or so, close to 40,000. Who knows if it gets to that exact level? But doesn't it look like it wants to have a short-term pop here pretty soon? If we get lucky, maybe we'll even get back up above to 43,000, but that would take one hell of a push. But I really want to see this thing pop off. We should have already fallen down by now, but the fact that we're still having volume here is pretty surprising. Loki coin coming soon. I could probably get a Loki coin. I don't even know where Loki is. Oh, he's in his. He's not in his bed. He's on the floor where his bed normally is. I got him a new kennel, and his kennel is like massive. I can like 4 of me can fit inside of his kennel right now. So I got that for him, and now he needs to buy a couple beds. Like here, hold on, guys. Let me see. Before I hop off here, guys, because I need to get some stuff done. I need to order some stuff for my mom and me. Hold on a second here. Dog bed. This is the dog bed he has right now. I think Cloud Zone dog bed. He also has this dog bed here, but this was more when he was a puppy. German Shepherd. Maybe this bed. New dogs, warming, washable. Sofa style. I think he would like this because it's the sofa style next to the sofa, right? Oh, hold on. It'll show my address on here, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Add to cart. There you go. And the last thing I need to buy for him, I think, is I think that's all I need to buy for Loki, I think. I feel like I had something else to buy him, but I'll figure it out later on. But I'm gonna get him a nice little bed so he can chill with me in here. Let's see. Hey Richard, my cats are named Loki and Thor. Hey, that's awesome. One of his best friends is actually named Thor. My sister's cat's name is Rhubarb. Let's see. That'd be awesome. Michael starts a Loki coin with reflections and start quad tokens. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, I have no idea how to really get a coin started. I know you need liquidity and all types of stuff, but I'd be down for that. I mean, see, the way I would run a coin, though, for you guys is I don't want to do what Upshot did and have that kind of crazy chaos. I think what I would like to do is kind of be more of a group project or something like that. I don't know. I'd figure it out. But I'm not opposed to making a coin in the future. I'm not. I just want to. I want to make sure it's not like Upshot. Oops. Sorry, Siri. I want to make sure it's not like Upshot. He still has his channel going, and I think it's called Chris Crypto now. I don't know what he talks about, but maybe Dogecoin still. Oh, is this the dip and before the rip? So, all right, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow later on. You guys heard me talk over the last couple days as a short-term reversal for the stock market and the crypto market. This might be it. Price target. I mean, price target for tomorrow, if we do end up having this nice move here, or for like a short-term reversal, around 39,600, around 40,000. On the upper end of it, maybe around $43,000. All right. Those are my guesstimates here. If we do end up taking a larger move up, if we don't, we'll just start coming back down slowly. It's not too big of a deal. But, you know, observe it right now, guys, because there could be a good opportunity to short if we do actually hit that 20-day moving average. All right. All right, everybody. See you guys a little bit later. Thank you guys for watching the stream with me, guys. I did a 2-hour stream today, which means my voice is getting better than before. But, guys, take it easy. Don't stress out too much about this. I know it's not the optimal, trading conditions, but it'll only get, it'll get better over time. And once Bitcoin starts to find its footing, then we can start going in. But for now, don't feel any rush to buy back into the stock market or the crypto markets. Kind of wait for all this stuff to blow over. When there's a lot of volatility, a lot of new traders can just get wrecked because of it. You're gonna be, just by sitting on your cash, you're gonna be making more money than the people that are trying to day trade right now, and they're new traders. Okay. All right, everybody. See you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. And then, you guys, chill out, spend some time with your family, watch this mini rally happen. You guys might want to hop onto an altcoin or two. Those might go up a lot more than Bitcoin, or they will go up a lot more than Bitcoin. And then you still have a decent opportunity to buy some of those before they really start to pop off or so. All right. Remember, Ethereum's death cross is happening pretty soon too, so we should still fall down over the next few days. But before then, we might have a little bit of a low jump here. Okay. Thanks again.